Tell me, are you wearing anything on your feet there? Look down and see. Or do you have any feet at all?
I still feel stuck.
You're stuck. As I contact you now, as I make contact with you now, I'm calling Archangel Michael now to shower you with the light and protection of Archangel Michael. See him pouring that powerful light around you. See that going through your body. And I want a circle of gold around your aura to protect you from any negative energy. Nothing can harm you now. Nothing can harm you now as you go forward. And what I want now is I want to call on Archangel Gabriel to put his wings of love around you. Feel those wings of love around you. And I want that negative energy that is there to move to one side now. Move to one side and let her in. And I want you to make that intention in your mind. Give that order to that negative energy. Move out of the way, I'm coming through. You can't stop me this time. Feel yourself very slowly with your mind pushing forward, knowing that Archangel Michael has showered you with that protection. Nothing can harm you now. Feel yourself going forward. Archangel Gabriel by your side, moving that negative energy out the way. And I want you to look down at your feet and tell me, are you wearing anything?
I can't tell.
You can't tell? I'm going to ask our Archangel Raphael now to come down and take away all that sadness. So as I press your heart center now, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to go in there and connect all that sadness from your heart that's preventing you from going forward. Drawing it out now, bringing it out of your body. Wow, that is heavy. Bringing it out, draw it all out. Just bring all that emotion out. It's time to let it go. That's what I'm here for. And as I collect that energy now and I offer it up to the universe, knowing that Archangel Michael is with you now, with your guide, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just you're blowing away all that negative energy. And I want you to do that again, and each time that you blow out, you're clearing that energy away so that you'll be able to see clearly. You'll have better focus. Very good. And I want you to use your senses now. And I want you to tell me, do you imagine that you're male or female?
I can't tell. I feel stuck.
You're
In
stuck.
between here and there. I can't do it.
Yeah. So as you're there then, what I want to do is, let's look at this stuck energy. I want you to make a connection with that stuck energy and tell me, in your mind, you can use your mind telepathically, mind to mind and soul to soul. What is it that's preventing you from going through this?
I see an alien.
An alien. Does the alien have permission to be there? Ask him. Do you have permission?
Do you have permission?
Ask him.
I can't tell.
Tell him that he doesn't have permission. You haven't given him permission to step in your way. Tell him that.
He's just standing there looking at me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to talk to that alien. So what I'm going to do in a moment, I'm going to tap you on the forehead. And when I tap you on the forehead, I want you to step to one side so it's on. Now, totally detached. Totally detached. because I'm going to ask this alien to remove himself. So are you ready? 3, 2, and 1. Alien, I want to know what you're doing there. Why are you there? Blocking
I'm
her.
watching.
But you know that she's ready to move forward. Why are you holding her back? Why are you holding her back?
We need her.
But you haven't had permission to use this human, have you? You haven't had
I don't
permission,
need permission.
have you? Well, with her will, you need to leave today. What is it that you've been doing with her?
Experimenting.
Is that why she has bruises on her body?
She fights us off.
That's because she didn't give you your will, her will, did she?
No.
And it's time for you to go now. So I'm going to put Archangel Michael in front of you now. And I'm going to ask him to shine his light on all around you, that alien. And that light is so powerful and so strong, it makes your hold even weaker and weaker on her. Feel the strength of Archangel Michael and all the rays from the universe coming down, because it's time that they want her to work, and you're preventing her from working, aren't you?
Yes.
So are you getting weaker and weaker?
Yes.
Yeah. See yourself getting smaller and smaller. It is time for you to leave. Tell me, what is it that you've been doing to her while you've been around her? Have you been using her mind?
No.
What have you been doing then? Why do you need to work on us humans?
To grow stronger.
But it's now time for you to leave. So I'm calling on Archangel Gabriel, the messenger of love, to come forward now. And I'm going to ask them to stand by you as you detach yourself right now from my client. Feel yourself detaching. Where are you holding on to her body? What part of her body?
Shoulder.
Her shoulder. Is that the heat that she felt?
Yes.
As I put my hand on your shoulder, I'm going to be drawing all that energy out. Feel the cords, the roots that have anchored you to her, pulling them out. Archangel Gabriel, go in there now and start pulling those roots out of that memory of that alien. See them being pulled up like the weeds in the garden. That's right. They're going back with you, alien. Why do you need the strength of humans? Don't you have your own strength?
Hybrids.
Hybrids. Tell me, have we got all the energy of you out of her body yet? Bring it out. Bring it out. Drawing it all out. And my hand is like a magnet. And the more I talk, the more of that negative energy is drawn into my hand. As you're getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Tell me, as a reptilian, what name is your race? Are you actually a reptilian, or are you something else? You're something else. And where do you come from? Keep drawing it out.
Polaris.
Polaris? Well, it's time for you to go back. See all those roots now, so weak and so fragile, they're just coming into my hand. Have I got all your energy now?
No.
Keep pulling it out, pulling it out. How long have you been with her?
Years.
Years. So I want you to go right into the roots, into the veins, to every tiny fibre and cell. Archangel Michael, I want you to put your sword of light into the centre of her tummy now. And I want you to ignite that light so that light shines throughout her body now. And with the light of spirit and the universe, that negative energy gets weaker and weaker in her body, and see all those particles now just floating up towards the left shoulder here, coming into my hand. Wow, that's heavy. Shine more. Archangel Michael, shine your torch even stronger. Fill her with spiritual energy, because aliens can't hold on when there's so much power and spiritual energy around, can you? No. So bring it all into my hands now. Did you put that chip in her hand?
Yes.
What is the meaning of that chip in her hand?
It's a tracker.
It's a tracker. Why do you need to track her?
We need her for experiments.
What kind of experiments?
Biological experiments.
But you don't have her permission to do this, do you?
No.
No. So you need to remove that tracker. Go in there now. Pull that tracker out. You had no permission to put it there. It's God's will and demand that that comes out now. Have you removed it?
No.
Pull it out. That is an order from Source. Pull it out now. You've abused this body and you need to remove it now. Slowly and gently. Draw it up to my hand. Yeah? How you doing? Is it out?
I can't.
Archangel Gabriel. Go into that hand now. And just shine your light into that area. And as you shine your light into that area, I want you to begin to suck up all the energy in that hand that belongs to this alien. Like a vacuum, just scoop up all those last fragments in there until it's completely clear. Have we cleared that out of the hand now?
I don't know.
Go in there, Archangel Michael, and just double check. That's right. Notice how that hand is getting calmer and calmer. Notice how the muscles are relaxing even more as that chip has been completely removed from your hand and you're no longer tracked. And I want to talk to this alien. You're clearly getting weaker and weaker now. Is there anything that you want to say to my client before you go?
We've been taking both of them.
You've been taking both of them. Well, I want you to remove yourself from her partner now. You can't just go up with half of your energy. As an order of Source, you need to detach yourself from him as well now. Go in there. I'm calling Goddess Isis to come down and protect them both as this negative energy is now vacuumed from them. Totally vacuumed from them. See that negative energy now coming up and out of their bodies, ready for me to take to the light. And I want to take you to the light so that you can repair your body, you can repair your mind, and you can do good, but from the light source. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes.
Okay. So when you're ready, I'm going to remove you from the body now and offer you up to the universe, and may the light of the universe always accompany it. And before we go any further, Archangel Michael, I want you now to put in the centre of her tummy the source of love and peace. And I want you to feel that warmth, that energy from Spirit that is now filling you up with love and peace and confidence. They're truly amazed and congratulate you as you're ready to move on to your next step of your journey, and removing the alien was preventing you from going forward. They're now sealing you with all the love and energy from Spirit so that you can now make your way forward. Totally relaxed now. Very good. And as you're there now, feeling calm and relaxed, I want you to connect with your body. And as we've stepped over the bridge of time, you will have connected to a past life memory long, long ago. And as you're there using all your senses, I want you to connect with yourself and feel. Do you imagine that you're male or female?
Female.
You're male. And as you're there and you're male,
Female.
You're
female.
And do you imagine that you're young or old? How old are you?
I'm middle-aged.
You're middle-aged. And as you look at yourself there, as you can see yourself from different angles, describe to me what you're wearing there.
I'm wearing a fancy dress.
A fancy dress? What colour is your dress?
It's green.
It's green. And I want you now to glance to the left and the right, and using all your senses, do you imagine that you're inside or outside?
I'm inside.
You're inside. Take a look around, and what are you inside of?
I'm inside of a room.
A room?
A big room.
A big room? Describe this big room to me. What does it have in?
It's got like a tiled floor. I'm sitting on a big wooden throne.